Hello, my name is Mulero, and tonight I'm going to be talking about a specific topic related to texting and driving. Most of you think that this never can happen to you. Texting while driving is dangerous to yourself, not only to yourself, to others on the road. Almost everyone have a cell phone, right? Everyone have a cell phone, and sometimes you think by texting while you're driving is not dangerous, but it is, because you can cause accidents, and that is really, to me, is to be irresponsible. I made a survey, and based on my survey, most of the result was that I was asking some question, and I asked question about, have you ever texting while you're driving? And most of the people just put yes, that they're texting while they're driving. And today, that's what I'm going to be talking about today. About you have to be aware and visual while you're driving a car. Multitasking while driving distract driving and risk life and property, and the levels of injury and loss are really unacceptable, because people think like, okay, I'm driving a car, but at the same time I'm texting, and that is a responsible thing that you're doing, because you can cause death, you can cause another accident. So by doing all that, you think you're doing something good, but in reality it's not good. Taking your eyes out of the road is not acceptable either. Steering with one hand and other hand, you're driving and then you're texting, that is responsible also. Texting and driving are dangerous to the health and the safety to the entire population. Texting and driving are taking too many people's life on this time right now. I was searching for some information about the risk and statistics, and I found out in this, it's an online newspaper, and it said that more than 3,000 teens are killed every year in car accident. And you know what's the cause? The first cause? Which one you think it was the first cause? Which one?
Texting while driving.
Texting while driving. And that's a big number. And not only that, the newspaper, the person that wrote the newspaper, she said that texting and driving, it has overtaken drink and driving, that which kill 2,700 every year. And that is a big number. You know, it's a big number, like a person by texting kill too many people. 3,000, that's a lot of numbers. Also, I found out in another information in the National Safety Council reports that a cell phone use while driving leads 1.6 million car accidents a year. That's a big number, right?
Yeah.
Nearly 390,000 injuries occur each every year. The National Safety Council report that, you know which one is the top right now in car accident and crash? Texting while you're driving. Before it was, the person was drinking, a lot of accident, but now driving while you're texting is the top one. I also found out when Google and checked that the DMV in Connecticut is, you don't supposed to texting while you're driving. It says that it's illegal. Even it's illegal, people still doing it, and that means that the person is really irresponsible, because if you know texting is illegal, why you keep doing it? You're not thinking about other people, right? You're just thinking about yourself. And when a person is doing that, it is to be irresponsible. And then we're thinking about what is really the big problem in here. The big problem is that you are texting while you're driving. You're not supposed to do that. Can you imagine you driving on the road and then you receive a call or you receive a text, and then you want to see who's texting you? So you have that, you don't feel okay because you want to see who is texting you, and then you say, okay, nothing is going to happen. But guess what happened? After you take out your eye from the road, you can cause an accident, and that is going to be on you to be irresponsible. One of the things is that what can we do about to avoid all this texting while driving, knowing that you're supposed to be not doing that. One of the solutions that I came is that we can create a texting campaign. Do more public advertisement and do more announcement. Like when you know how many announcement people do about if you drive, don't drink. So put more emphasis in texting and driving. Like do not text while you're driving, or just pull over. You want to text. Another thing that I was thinking is to talk with the provider, the companies or provider of the cell phone, and talk to them to see if they can create some type of application in where that application can have a sensor, and then the application will know your movement. In other words, if somebody's texting you, the application that is on your phone will recognize that you're driving. So that application will send a text to the person telling that you're driving. I think that's a good idea, don't you think?
Yes.
It is a good idea, right? And other thing, if the company are willing to help with this, find out how much will cost if this is possible. Another thing is issue tickets to the offenses, take out the license and the driving privilege, take it out from them to be, driving while they're texting. What can we do with this? By doing all this thing that I'm telling you, this will avoid a lot of accident, right? Because you just follow instructions, you just follow stuff, and you want to be, because it is sad when you listen to somebody have an accident, and then when you find out it's because somebody was texting, somebody was being irresponsible. And some people think, this is what people think that by using the hands-free device, this is a possible option because maybe you're not going to be texting. But in the other hand, like, it is not really safe, because however you doing the hands-free devices, you still suffering distraction from performing another task between you driving. It is right or not?
Yes.
You think, right? Because not because you're using your the device mean that you're not distracting. Because what happened? You're not texting, but you listen to a conversation, and maybe you're having a conversation that is an argument, so you're not really thinking, you're not paying attention to what you're doing, even you're not texting. Another thing is, I found out also that it has been proven that if not the actual process of texting while you're driving that distract the driver, is the cognitive distraction of the thinking required in order to complete the task that distract the driver. In other words, if you're doing that and you're driving, you're not texting, but you listen to a conversation, maybe you are in too much in the conversation, and then you pass maybe the light. Or maybe a bus is coming, you don't see that the person is crossing, and then you can cause an accident. By causing all these accidents, will create heartbroken family and friends, because if somebody is killed by an accident because somebody was texting, family is going to suffer, right? So it's going to create what? Heartbroken family and friends. And then the person that is texting, the person that is the cause of the accident, we have a guilty feelings, right? Because you're going to say, oh wow, because of me, because I was not responsible, I killed that person. Irresponsible is responsible by texting while you were driving. Distracting, irresponsible by texting can cause accident. Did I say it right? Do you understand what I said?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. I hope this speech will be able to call your attention, and you'll be able to think about, I don't want to keep doing this, because texting and driving should be banned because it saves life. You text, you drive, you pay. Thank you.